Hey everyone, so I'm here with another easy kit by Revell. So this one I picked up from a sort of I wouldn't call it a middle shop, but it was a shop that was like a jack of all trades, so to speak. And I came across this Abrams, and for just under £8, I thought I can't go wrong. You know, I can give it a go, and essentially, if the kit wasn't that great, well, I haven't spent too much on it. But I will say this, considering I believe this is a late 90s, early two. No, stand corrected. This one is something from the 2000s. So there is something on the box that did like mention. Let me see. Oh, actually, it's newer than I thought. So on the box, it actually says 2013. So it's not as old as I thought it was. But so for an easy kit, what do I think? In fairness, considering this is a Revell one, this one was actually quite fun to build. It parts count wasn't that high. I think I did this within half hour. I think this was done in. I think the most difficult part was just getting some of the pieces off the sprues and cutting them just right. But usually for my easy kits or snap kits, whichever company it is that I've they choose whatever they're labeling as. I did something different with this. I actually took some time with taking off the sprues and sanding down like some of the edges. If I remember correctly, the sprue gates were actually on parts that are not really noticeable on this. Like, I will admit that there are some gaps, but this is an easy kit. It's not. It's just something to build for fun. It's not to be taken as a serious piece of kit like you normally would. I think the only downside I can think of with this kit is it's the end of the barrel. There is there was a thing of when I put it together, this bit when I put it together, oh yeah, you can just about make it out, but there's like a hairline fracture on there, and that's the only downside I come across when slotting this onto the barrel, was that it's sort of split. But if I was to take this seriously, I could have easily have put a little bit of extra thin on it to meld it together to strengthen. Sanding down that bit there didn't go too well either. I didn't want to try and stress that bit of plastic too much. But there's, I think only the barrel was really noticeable, really. But like all these markings, you can see the black on the road wheels. Everything that you can see is all printed onto the piece. There was no decals for this kit. Everything came pre-painted and already stamped on. We'll say this, it's a bit weird on the camera because this is showing up as a different kind of brownish. It's showing it up more as like a yellowy brown, but in person it actually looks more like the brownish should be for the real model. So that's just my camera phone just showing it up as it's a different color. That's not the model's fault. The only other downside I found was that because everything is pre-painted, as you can see on the top of this gun, the sprue gate was there, and of course snipping it off you can see some of the black paint has gone with it, but essentially you could easily have get like a matte black and paint over it if you really wanted to take again this model seriously. Otherwise I think that's the only other downside, was taking the sprue gate off that as well, along with the barrel fracture. In terms of moving barrel, there is very little movement, unlike the picture on the box, which shows that it angles up. Oh, there we go. So it's like a little tab, that's why. So no, it's not the model salt, forget what I just said. So there's a little tab to, as you can hear, there's a little bit of like a click. So obviously realistically I wouldn't aim that high, I'm aware of, because you wouldn't be able to shoot up into the air, but the posing is there. It's just that I didn't realise there was a tab that stopped it from going too high. Like I said, everything comes pre-painted, you know, it's not really gone over the marks where it should do, so you know, it is very basic. Again, like I said, because there's no decals or anything that came with this, everything was printed onto the pieces. The red is, again, due to my camera, it's showing up as a bit brighter than what is actually on the model. Turret is a little stiff. It doesn't have the ability to turn 360, but on the real Abrams I'm not sure if that actually happens. Ah, that's why. Okay, I'm proved wrong again. So it does go right round. It's just that it was hitting a bit of a snag. It was snagging on something. So yeah, there's lots of So there is the posing ability with this model then. Underneath, obviously you're not going to see it, so they didn't mold any detailing or anything like that, but again, I'm not sure what the real thing has. Road wheels and that went well together. These are just rubber tracks, and it just there was a, there we go. So on this track there's just a tab there that pushes these together. The little idler wheels up the top there, they did need gluing in because something to do with the rods weren't quite long enough, so I had to glue them into position. So that's the only bit of glue I've used on this model, was the those top idler wheels. And I think it was only on the one axle I had to do. Can't remember which one, can't remember if it was that one or there's a top idler wheel there. But the one of them I did have to glue, so that's the only bit of gluing I had to use with this snap kit. The drive sprocket is on a metal rod, and it just slotted into a crevice at the back there, and then this piece then slotted in to hold those in place. And I think as well on the front ones as well, that used a metal rod as well, and again there was a little crevice slotted into, and then this piece holds it in position. So like I said, very simple to build, half hour or so, very nicely built together, little effort needed to build this. I found it quite fun to build and how quick it went together. Like I said, the little gripes were the barrel that fractured a little bit, and then obviously the machine gun taking off the sprue, revealing the this colour underneath. But it can be, like I said, it can be easily resolved with a bit of black paint, matte black. But I'm happy with it as it is. You know, I've treated it as a snap kit. I've built it basically with very little tools, like it shows. Technically, it's showing there on the box that there's no glue needed, but the top idler wheel did need it, otherwise it would be constantly popping off. And like I said, no paint needed because everything's pre-painted. It's all pre-decaled as well, so there's no decal sheets to worry about. But yeah, a very fun build with very few drawbacks. Would I recommend it? Any age, I reckon, could build this without issues, and it's a nice size as well. Forgot to say, it's a 1 in 35 scale, this is, so it's not a bad size for the Abrams. But all in all, yes, I would recommend it for any age. Like I said, you know, I wouldn't see any problems apart from like I said, with the top idler wheel that's covered under you, the fact that for me, my one anyway, it just needed a little dab of extra thin to hold it in place. Otherwise, I think otherwise I would say no glue required. So, thank you for watching. Please leave a like and subscribe. It helps my channel out greatly. And I shall catch you all again soon. Bye for now.